Good evening, Yakumo.
Mm, uh, morning, Reo.
Yes.
Kind of
Um,
attitude. Yeah.
Welcome to come back to the Yakumo and Lee conversation. Today we are going to talk about Richard Branson, the owner, the founder of the Virgin Group. I don't
The
know,
one and only. The one.
the crazy, um, energetic British guy. So yeah, I always admire his energy. Even when he is very young, he is very old. I think he still have lots of energy, more than many young people I know, including
That's what we
myself.
call lively, right?
Yeah,
Lively, right?
probably. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can probably say that. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, but
I think.
also you will feel that it why you would naturally admire that is for me is because it kind of reminds you that it seems that everyone should be so, right?
Hmm.
Because we're living things, we should be. If we don't lose our energy somewhere, we should just be like that.
Yeah, I mean, is yes, in a way, it should be natural, but especially after meeting many business people, um, I feel like it is really a real case. Uh, Not so many people are like that. Um, I mean, it's about what kind of culture you build. Yeah, if you have a company, if you have a brand, um, those always come back to the founder, like your personality and how do you deal with the stuff, and how do you promote yourself. I understand, like he, when he was um, younger, when he started to build his business, he did lots of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
um, I think he jumped from the somewhere in public or somehow,
mm.
and he also flew across Atlantic Ocean. Yeah.
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
and I think he almost died because of that.
yeah,
uh,
yeah. There was a accident.
yeah,
I
I think,
remember there was an accident,
yeah,
but he just made it.
yeah, and we all understand it's for the publicity, but also it matches his his personality too. Yeah, because I don't think I would do that. You know, to gain the publicity. I mean, you can still do something to draw the attention, but not like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's very personal. Can say that's his style, and that's what he loved. He did it naturally. That's what's natural for him.
Hmm.
But of course, it won't be natural for everyone. But or there will be some. Uh, there'll be just be in different degree how you can how how lively you can be, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And he's the one love what's the word? I forgot. Love challenges, right? And that's that's kind of some of the main theme in his life. So,
Mm-hmm.
and also this also appear in his enterprise,
Mm-hmm.
his business. Uh, so so that's why he is so charming. I think no matter you look at his business or him himself, you can find something um, so you can find something that align very um, align naturally, if you can say so. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I think what is missing in many so-called business is the
sorry.
is the it's a spirit, like we're talking about, a business, a brand is literally like a human, yeah. So it should have some kind of character. It should have some kind of uh, belief system, some kind of philosophy. Um, so we see the Virgin group is like that. Obviously, in the beginning, they were trying to play sexually. um, so they made his name, yeah. Um, and they have many advertised campaign actually follow this direction. It was kind of he, it's kind of sense of humor, maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, sure.
his style of sense of humor. Um, yeah. And but generally we feel like Virgin is about adventure,
Yeah,
about trying something new. Um, so it is itself is like a human, yeah. Is but I think many business missing that, like it's a brand name, it's a company. That's it. It's like robot. It's like that. Um, but yeah,
yeah. That
I,
requires, I would say, that probably requires uh, much more than you can expect for a common business, common company. But also it's a it, it, it's because um, um, what he um emphasize is very different from the others. Like we
mhm,
say, he really emphasize the adventure, something, try something new, to try something new. And also, if if we use more everyday, much everyday language, it would be to have fun, right? He wants to have fun, and he wants his customers to feel the same. And if you have this goal, I think if you really have this kind of goal, it turn out you would build a company like this.
yeah. There's but he always have to go back to the way of living. Yeah, I mean, like he chose to live in an island,
Yeah,
and he's far away from the big cities and people and basically, business.
Yeah,
So he,
but to spend time with his family, which is very important to him too.
that's right, yeah. But just a choice. I mean, even you live in a city, you can spend time with your family. Yeah. The reason he chose a place where I think he can be in a different, um, make sure,
Atmosphere.
yes, make sure he has a different condition. I think that's very important part.
Yeah, live
And
in a natural. So to keep himself as part of nature, as energetic as any living thing, probably.
yeah, if you go online, you can find a video said like a day of Richard Branson, something like that.
Yeah,
So you can see
I
how
know
he
that.
lives. You know, like he's very busy. He has a lot of guests, and
Yeah.
he do sport, water sport, tennis, and he also check obviously news. He has a meeting with people from all over the world online as well. Um, I think that's basically what he does, and I think the difference will be, if you see many other so-called businessmen, uh, normally they don't do this. Yeah, normally they like to be in the central of attention, um, and they like to be to show how successful they are always. Um, so they would like to be, in big city and doing something there.
Yeah.
Also, they are almost always with their phone, and they don't care about people really. Most of, I think many businessmen. We just mentioned Mr. Trump today, like like they don't care about people. Yeah, they really see
They
people.
defeat they
They just see people
defeat.
as a tools. Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
and it was. I remember there was an interview, where Richard Branson and two other entrepreneurs. They were on the stage, and so when the interview finished, they opened for questions. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the people ask question, and the other two entrepreneurs they just answer like a boss, yeah,
Mm.
like a successful person. And Richard Branson was the only one asked back. So, someone asked a question, he said, so
Yeah.
what do you think? You know, I would like to know what is your opinion?
Yeah.
That make him, I think, different from other entrepreneurs. He still treat people like human, yeah,
Yeah.
um, like equal human. I think that's a very good quality there, yeah.
Yeah. Very good quality, especially among those entrepreneurs.
Yeah, most of them just trying to be like, okay, I'm successful. I'm going to beat you,
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
day. Like,
and I believe that that's always that was always their goal. When they start their business, when they started their business, they want the day that they can be as
the
a
bully. Yeah,
yes. But
basically.
but if they have different goal like Richard Branson, we can see that he has quite different goal. Ma- he doesn't aim to be like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think uh, sometimes I feel that I don't know. I feel like he is like a snowball. I don't know. He grow bigger and bigger, but he didn't change his his quality. Uh, he didn't change what is, what he was. Like just like a snowball,
Yeah,
and he follow um, his passion. He always follow his passion, so he grow bigger and bigger and bigger. That's it. But everything's natural. He
Mhm.
didn't become he didn't become a stone. He's still the snow, right? That's the feeling. So if um, I think if I think anyone who still have that um, that sense of natural would be attracted by him.
Yeah, I sometimes wonder, like, if, you know, if he was born in the United States, it might be a little bit different. But, there's many
Who
factors,
knows? Yeah.
Or there are also nice businessmen from the United States, so can't just generalize. But I feel like, um, there's an influence of family, there's an influence of his environment.
Yeah.
Like those all, like he has been always a playful, like
Yeah.
person, yeah, since he was a boy,
Yeah.
and that didn't. I think that didn't change. Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't being oppressed, like,
Depressed. Yes.
yeah, like pressed down.
Yeah.
So he can continue to grow like like a tree.
Yeah.
Because most
That,
of I think many um, in the most occasions, that kind of, I mean, you can be playful and become a terrible person as well. Yeah, so that can be a bit tricky.
yeah. Yeah. So uh, I I think we all have to admit that he also had a great family.
Yeah,
He had he had parents that
because
really know how to raise him.
yeah, and his mother is like kind of entrepreneur too. So
Yeah, yeah. They know where to um and reinforce
mhm,
where to yeah mostly reinforce his good part so he didn't have to be a depressed boy because he got punished, right? He can try as long as it's not a bad thing or yeah. So
mhm,
he didn't even finish his school,
mhm,
I remember, but he finished something other that's so great. He he uh he built his magazine
mhm.
company like that. Yeah, that's far greater than being a student, right?
Yeah,
And
actually,
then the record business uh, that make him even be a very important part in the music history.
mhm,
Yeah, so many great bands, many great musicians was signed by him.
yeah,
So yeah, so, and so that's really inspiring. I would say that's really inspiring for people like us who want to learn how to do business, but also don't want to be like um, those how do you say the ones that you just mentioned, right? We don't want to be like um, Donald Trump type of businessman.
yeah. Eventually, like I would say, everybody's doing business except some real farmers, If they
real
can
farmers.
if they can grow their own food and really live, outside you know, the supply chain, um, otherwise everybody's businessman. They just don't realize. Many don't realize. They think, oh, I got a job. I do my job. That's it. No, you are
No,
still
no,
doing
you
business.
also trade something. Yeah, you always
Exactly.
trade something with others
It,
things.
the
Yeah,
only difference is, some are better in business, some are not. That's the difference. As long as you need money, as long as you need to trade, you are in business. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, unfortunately, people, I think, manipulate this idea. Yeah. Um, so yes, I still believe, that there are many ways to conduct business, and it should be somehow creative and follow your own personality as well. Um, yeah, I mean, there's always, like, obviously, I have some experience, but I'm still adjusting on the way. But I did help many business before. Um, you also work with a business, yeah. So you
yes,
understand, like, many of their thought, you know, like they don't care about many. They just don't care about what we think is important,
yeah,
and obviously their behave will be really different because they don't have, as I say, like, um, if you leave your belongings somewhere, let's say your phone or something precious there, some people just take it. They don't have a consciousness. No, they don't. They don't have even 1 second that maybe maybe I shouldn't do it. No, they don't have that. They just take it, and that really, no, is a problem, I think. Um, so then most of the time they are pretending. Yeah, they are pretending they are good citizen, or they are honest person. Like, most of the time they are pretending. Yeah, and once they have a chance, they do it. Yeah. So you don't know what are they actually doing behind you. If you make a deal, and you don't really know, yeah, because there's no way to trust people like that. Yeah.
yeah. That's true, but I think that is also um also culture dependent. So some culture we
Yeah,
can
that's
see
right.
that really encourage that kind of
Yes.
behavior,
Yeah.
and the other some if there are some culture that more emphasize on the natural um, development of of personality, it should be better. The situation should be better. But like I say, we all know that at least in Asia, people we will have this kind of culture. Okay, we have some facial standard. The standard is only facial. Everybody has to follow if under supervised, right? But they also teach you uh, you should try to take advantage whenever you can, right? The culture actually teach you this. They teach you that if you don't take advantage, you'll be a loser. So
Yeah, this is not thinking about the common good. Yeah, like it's not. We're talking about empathy. Yeah, um, lack uh, of empathy is a big issue there.
Mm,
Um, but when I mention this example, sometimes sometimes yes, if there's opportunity, you should take. You know, sometimes it's positive. You
mm.
shouldn't overthink. Overthink. Yeah. Um, but in a way, if you know what you do can damage people, but you still do it um, without any concern, then there's a problem. Yeah, which means
Without any concern,
yeah,
if if it's a case that I did mention, then they really, when they do that, they really don't want to lose. They think that if I don't take it, I'll be a loser.
I think they
That,
just
that's
I think
that's a problem in education. The culture actually teach
yeah,
people this way. So it's
yes,
they know they will hurt others, and they
because they believe if they don't do it, other people will do that to them.
yes,
Yeah,
so they tend to be the hurter rather than the one who be hurt.
yeah.
But
Um,
yeah, it's hard to change this kind of
it's just a highly
culture.
insecure. Yeah, they don't have a sense of security. And yeah, opportunist. Yeah, they take opportunity whenever they can. I think for many people it's like a survival skill.
Yeah,
But for business
yeah.
people,
They
I think
think they think it's for survival, but the truth is they're all
it's
taught thoughts. They were educated that way,
an
but
excuse.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
some kind of,
it doesn't mean that's the truth.
mm,
It just became some belief in the society, in the culture. Yeah.
yeah,
But but the the bad part will just appear, I think, years later. If yeah, if people continue to do this, in the end, it won't end well. Just it won't end well. But people need to. Some people, many people need. Uh, I say this requires people uh, spending time to develop their own uh, independent thinking skill, which is again not very encouraged in this kind of society. If so, it's like there are still people like us. We can spot this problem. We can spot that this is not the truth. This is not the way. You take advantage from others doesn't mean you'll be the winner. We know that, right? We know that because we all experience that period that we try to build ourselves. We don't just accept what the society teach us, right? What the parents teach us. We think twice. We find our we find a justification, but it's probably hard to um, under, understood to be understood by many people. So
Yeah, that's why we're talking about those
yeah,
example. Yeah,
yeah. On the other
like a
hand,
version. We're talking about.
people like people like Branson would be a very good example for people, especially young people. I think,
Yeah,
especially young people, they if they have this kind of example, this kind of idol, they have a chance
I don't
to
think
be
it's about to
better
be
than
like an idol. I think it's a reference. Yeah, we're talking
yeah
about because you cannot just be like him. Yeah,
yeah
um,
yeah
and
reference. Yes.
because in the West, people talking about the role model. I actually don't like this idea because then you start to ignore your own character and you want to be like him, which is also not the best strategy. Um, but he can be a reference, a case study
Yeah.
to prove that yes, you can still, you know, be yourself and also be real
Suc- yeah, and
and
be successful.
to
Yeah.
be influential. Yeah,
Yeah.
um, not like you always have to, you know, be against humanity or like to be able to be a powerful person. Like no, those ideas are like I think it's like out of the date, but people are still using it because they believe it. They also believe like hard work. Like when you are successful, you can enjoy. What the fuck? Like you don't even know if you will continue living until then. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how so many people believe that. Yeah, you just work to death if you want to be successful. No, it's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More is pointless. It's pointless. Yes.
yeah.
Also, no matter what you do, you always have to do it smart, right? So
You always
if
have to adjust your
you
direction. Yeah.
yes, if you have a second to think about it and know it doesn't make sense,
Hmm.
right? Just use all right. If 1 second is not enough, 2 seconds. 2 seconds is enough for you to know that it doesn't make sense. To work hard uh, until you're successful. Oh, no, no, but yeah, I think he's a very good reference. And yeah, I, but some people will say that's only our opinion. Yeah, probably, but a very big difference between Richard Branson and the other entrepreneur that we talk about is uh, Branson believe in natural, whereas the other believe in artificial world, right? I think that's the very main difference. And what is the artificial world? Another 2 seconds to think about it is you'll find that they are man-made, right? They are man-made. You make them and then you worship them. How could it be the case? How could it be the path of success? You make these things and then you worship them. Where can you go? It doesn't make sense. Only you should only worship someone who's absolutely greater than you, like natural, right? Or the so-called God. Um, um, so you always have something new um, to go after, right? You always have
Yeah,
some
that's the norm today. Like,
inspiration.
when people worship money, because the money is obviously empty, yeah, and technology as well. That's why you know the Elon Musk is so popular now because he's like the the name of the tech,
Icon.
yeah,
Yeah.
tech company. So that is like, well, I think he probably really believe he's a god, uh, now. But yeah, again, like what do you do really represent your personality and also your condition. Eventually, that's how I believe. Yeah, this is about your condition. Doesn't matter what you have. Um, so yeah, um,
Yeah, if a man can be in so good condition in that that age, he must be following a very good path.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah, um, yeah, that's true. So yeah, I think that's cool. That's good for today. Um, yeah, thank you very much for today, and would thank you everybody for watching our channel today. If you have any question, any opinion, please, you can leave your message, and don't forget to subscribe. And see you next time. Thank you,
See you.
Yakumo.
Bye bye.